and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a tostada with eggs and beans. This is a recipe that is really simple and easy to make for moms or dads who are busy. You know, we all are busy, our lives get busy, we have work and other things to do, and sometimes we don't have time to cook, you know, a really lengthy dinner or breakfast. You can make this for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. I think it's just easy, simple, and economical. Today, basically, I'm going to use canned beans because it just makes it a lot easier. When you make pinto beans, it takes about 2 or 3 hours, and let's face it, we don't have time to sit there and wait for some beans to boil. So to me, I think this is an easy way to do it. I'm also going to add a serrano pepper and onion to the beans to give it some really good flavor. It makes the beans a little spicy. If you want it less spicy, you can take the seeds out. I prefer mine with seeds. Go over some ingredients now. You're going to need a can of refried beans. The can I have here is 14 ounces, which is perfect for my family of 4. So if your family is bigger, you can use more, or if your family's smaller, you can use less. Also, you're going to need some canola oil, some eggs. I'm going to use 1/4 of an onion. This is half an onion right here that I have, but you're going to use half of this. And then 1 serrano pepper. If you want it to come out spicy, use the seeds. If you don't want it to be spicy, you're going to take the seeds out before you put this serrano pepper in oil. And you're going to need a pack of tostadas. I use Parmesan cheese for mine, but if you have queso fresco, which is like some fresh crumbly cheese, you can use that. Whichever cheese you prefer would be perfect for this recipe. I just prefer Parmesan cheese. To get started, I'm going to add a little oil to my pan while I cut my veggies, which is my onion and my serrano pepper. So you're going to add a generous amount to your pan, and you're going to let that heat up while you chop your veggies. So now you're going to add your serrano pepper. You're going to put that in and let that cook for a little bit before you get going. Be careful because the oil may pop at you a little bit. I use the seeds because I like mine to be spicy. If you don't want it to be spicy, like I said, take out the seeds. And now that this has started to get established in there, I'm going to add onion. And what you're going to want to achieve with this is you're going to want your onion to get brown. You're going to caramelize it pretty much, but you're going to cook it until it's nice and brown. I add salt to mine, so you can add salt to taste. And this takes a while, so tune back in and I'll let you know when it looks the color it's supposed to look. So this takes a couple minutes. You have to constantly stir it, so keep your eye on it. Don't walk away from it. And constantly stir this so that it gets to the color that you want it to get to it. You want it to be brown, but you don't want it to start to blacken, because if it does, it will taste pretty bad. So keep stirring this until it gets brown, and then I'll cut on the video when it gets to the color I need it to be. You know, I have my stove set to medium-low, so put your stove on medium-low. Hello and welcome back. As you can see, this is the color that I want your onions to be. You want them to be a golden brown. You don't want them to be dark brown. So this color right here is the perfect color. Now what we're going to do is add your beans. And be careful because sometimes the oil can jump up. So just Be careful. And then you're gonna let this simmer on medium-low and get all the flavors and absorb all the flavors from that oil, the onion, and the serrano peppers. You're gonna let this come to a boil, and then we're gonna smash them, which is the fun part, a good stress reliever. At least for me it is. As you can see, my beans are starting to simmer, so now you're gonna wanna use a utensil that you use to mash potatoes, or if you don't have that, use a heat-resistant cup. You can mash down on the beans. I have one right here, and this is what I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna just start mashing the beans. This is gonna make the beans come together, and it's gonna be your spread for your tostadas. It's also a good workout. Strengthen those arm muscles out. And you're just gonna smash them down. You don't want them too mushy. You can just smash them a little bit. I like mine pretty mushy, so I'm just gonna keep smashing. Okay, as you can see, the beans have come out really good. So this is the consistency that I like my beans to come out. I like them to be pretty smashed. There's still some whole beans in there, but this is where I like my beans to be. And then you just turn off the stove and they're done. Okay, so now for the egg portion of this video. You're gonna put in a generous amount of oil again. And to this, I'm going to crack 2 eggs in here. So, bear with me. Forming the tostada part. What I'm going to use is the tostada. I'm going to put my refried beans on there and then top it with my egg. Put my egg on top of it and then top it with some Parmesan cheese and whatever salsa you like. If you don't like salsa, you don't have to add it. I just think it gives it another flavor. This one is my salsa matcha. I love to put this on my egg, and then I top it with some Parmesan cheese. So for me, this is how I like mine. If you have children, you can just put the refried beans, the egg, and the cheese on it, and that for them is perfect. You can use, like I said, whatever salsa you like. This is just the type I have and the type that I have made. I will make a video of this recipe later, but this is a very spicy salsa. So if you like spicy, I will make a video of this in the future, so stay tuned. So to make your tostada, the first thing you're gonna do is get your beans and you're gonna spread them. You want just like a tiny layer, basically a coating of beans on there. I like to coat the entire tostada in beans. Just a generous amount, but not too much because you don't want your tostada to break on you. And then you get your egg and top it with your egg. Like I said, I like mine to be spicy, even more spicier, so I add my salsa matcha to mine. And Parmesan cheese. And there you have it. As you can see, my kids love this. How is it, puppy? How is it, puppy? Thumbs up? Mm-hmm. Thumbs up, he says. Thumbs up. He's still learning to get that down. Tell him until next time.
Bye.